watch these days surely gives us the anxieties and disbelief we never felt before. The disbelief in the deeds of the people in charge of our future, and disbelief in general credibility of any information displayed on our digital screens. We are all busy solving the complexities of life, most of which are unnecessary and unwanted. The system we are a part of always favors power in terms of wealth and authority, and the majority of the world doesn't have any of those. The wealth and authority flows within the same circles and for generations, while the rest of us keep spending our lives on the hamster wheel, fighting the wars, facing the recessions, and surviving through the disparities we face every day in our own societies and in our own countries. Through the ages, in search of power and wealth, us humans had followed the resources and means of living. And today we live in a world that is complex and intermingled because of the migrations and because of the reasons we already know. There is no way to undo the history. There is no way to undo colonialism, world wars, genocides, natural disasters, or any such event that forced our ancestors out of their homelands and traveled distances in search of refuge. We have to accept that we are one world, one species, and then Americans, Europeans, Africans, Asians, and whatever we want to be known as. The biggest concern today is that we are trying to redo history, and it has already begun. The disaster is in the making. We have come too far from the age of monarchies, dictatorships, world wars, and inequalities us humans faced for ages due to our race, gender, appearances, and preferences. It took us 2,000 years to get to the standard of living we have today. It took numerous sacrifices to earn the rights and freedom that make us human, that make us Homo sapiens, the wise ones. This is not time to take everything for granted. Our rights and freedoms are being challenged by a few who are refusing to be the wise ones. The wisdom is not in being mere a witness to our own destruction. The wisdom is in standing up for our own rights and standing up for our next generation. The resources we have today were never there before, but our ancestors led the revolutions that changed the fate of humanity and gave us the beautiful world we live in today in the 21st century. And we are letting some selfish and corrupt beings use the same resources to destroy everything for the common citizens like you and me. The revolution is here already. We are at the same point where we were 100 years ago, divided based on color, creed, and country, poor because of uncertainty, recessions, and wars, and lost because of devious, deaf, and dumb leaderships around the world. We have come full circle, a full revolution, and we have to decide here which way we are willing to go. Our next generation is looking up to us as they have no clue what life is outside of the four walls of our homes, and we are all aware of the skills they have to cope with the reality that exists beyond the facilities like uninterrupted supply of food, water, electricity, and reliability of the networks we keep on taking for granted. Democracy is dead and a thing of the past. The species and the system we have become cannot operate according to the established system of governance. The legacy we are leaving behind is of a failed civilization. The direction we are headed, there is not much we could be able to do for our own children. And God knows for what reasons. We are still waiting for the miracle to happen when the whole world is headed towards a total annihilation of the human race. I'm less than an average person, 45 years old, father of two, having a full-time job, raising a family, facing the same issues as you, and trying my best to survive the day and beyond. I understand the severity of the situation we are in, the shrinking affordability and expanding debts, and who has time to exercise their rights when we are falling short of our obligations? Who's going to start a revolution when the revolutionaries have a paycheck to worry about? But there is a way out. if we all take charge of our own lives and we all come to a common understanding that we have to exist together. If we are all willing to exist, if we agree to collaborate to build a better future, a shared future for our family, our neighbors, our cities, and our countries. A quarter of a century is already behind us, and we haven't achieved anything beneficial for our children. The legacies we are going to leave behind are the wars, colonialism, nuclear threats, uncontrolled, unregulated, artificial, and autonomous intelligence. The best gift that we could ever give to our next generation will be the freedom of existence. And that is only possible if they have freedom of speech, freedom of exercising their rights, and freedom to be in charge of their own future. A self-governing society is the future we need. It's not an impossible task, but possible only if we all do our part. I'm doing mine, and I'm willing to make any sacrifice needed for the well-being of my children and the world they are going to live in. But without your help, I'm nothing. And with you, we are the people, the ones capable of changing the course of history, and the ones capable of becoming a revolution. Please, do your part. This is our chance, and trust me, this is our only chance.